Hello guys, welcome back to algebra class. So this time we are going to review about linear equation, and of course I will teach you the traditional method and then cheating method as well. So I prepared 13 previous star questions, and many of them you will find exactly same question in the DOL. So I will, for some questions, I will not give you answer like right away, okay? Because you have to know how to do this question by yourself. So let's look at this question. It says, what is the equation in slope-intercept form of the line that passes through the point, this one, -4, 2, and 12, 6. And whenever you have 2 points, always write down x1, y1, x2, y2. It's always safe to write this one down, right? So this one is very simple. From these 2 points, we have to find equation. And if you remember, if you look at this, I told you guys to like use these two a lot, right? One, point slope form, and slope of the line. So we're gonna use these two. So let's find slope first. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And y2 is what? 6 minus 2 over 12 minus -4. Just be careful, it's -4. And if you do this, you're gonna get 4 over 16, which is 1 over 4, okay? If you change it to decimal, that's 0.25. If you're not sure, you can always use decimals, okay? So, as you can see, your answer is gonna be either F or G. So, after this, we have to use slope-intercept form, which is the one that I'm highlighting here, this one, okay? You don't have to memorize it, that's a good thing. So if you want to do it, it's going to be what? Y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1. So if, as you can see, we have all the information, right? So y minus, what's the y1 in this case? 2. So I'm going to write 2. Slope, we just got it, 0.25 over x minus x1 is -1, which is parenthesis -4. Did I say -1? Now, remember, you should put negative one more time. Otherwise, it can be confusing to you, okay? So you see these two negatives, which will become positive. So keep that in mind. Y minus 2 is equal to 0.25 times x is 0.25x. 0.25 times 4 will become plus 1. If you're not sure, make sure to use decimals when you multiply, okay? Like 0.25 times 4, like this. 0.25 times 4, like that, okay? Why did I put this? Now, at the end, we have to do plus 2 both sides, which will get y equals 0.25x plus 3. So our solution, we just got it F here, right? So that's a what's it called? Traditional method. Now, what's the cheating method then? Let's see if I can delete everything at once. Is that possible? Oh my goodness, it's not possible. All right, well, so here you can find slope and cross out 2 answer choices, okay? Like you can do like that first of all, okay? Because I think first step should be, you don't really need to do that, but that's one way. After this, what you can do is, this one works for the all question for quadratic and linear. So this is x value, it's x1, this is y value, right? So you are gonna plug this number into one of these ones. So let me write it down. Y equals 0.25. Actually, let me write it down in the wrong question. So let me write it down in this one. Maybe, yeah, and see what happens. So according to this one, it says what? If x is equal to -4, y should be 2, right? So what I'm gonna do is, instead of y, I'm going to plug in 2. And instead of x, here, I'm going to put -4. And we have -4.5 left over here. This one, right? And see if this one is true or not. Okay? So it should be equal to, they should be exactly same. 0.25 times -4 is gonna be what? -1 minus 4.5. So if you combine this, you get -5.5. Are they equal to each other? No. So this one cannot be it. But let's say if you put correct answer, for example, f, y equals 0.25x plus 3, and let's put the same number here. So y is equal to 2, 0.25 instead of x, I'm going to put -4, and see if they are true. 0.25 times -4, you will get -1 plus 3, and -1 plus 3 will give you 2. 2 equals 2, correct. So that's how you can find. All right, so that's a cheating method. So this one, I hope you can do it by yourself. It's exactly same question with this one, just it has ugly fraction. So you can do this cheating method that I did here. That's fine. Just you have to use decimals very carefully, because, for example, doesn't matter which one you choose, you might want to check both of them, because just in case, because if one works, something may work as well. So for example, let me choose this one. Instead of y, I'm gonna put -16, because that's the y value, right? And for the x value, -21 over 2. So instead of x, I'm gonna put 2 plus 979 over 21. So if I put this one, if I calculate this one, I should get -16, right? So let me see if I get -16. What the? Okay. -21 over 2, parenthesis 2, plus 979 divided by 21. Nope, I get 25.61. So this one is not true. I get 25 point something. So this one is not true. Okay. Oh, that's what I did here. So nope, that's not it. So I think the fraction is not gonna work. So let me use something like this. Instead of y, I'm gonna put -16, which because I gotta use -16, -21 over 2. Instead of x, I'm gonna put 2. Again, I got a number from here. So let me put this one into decimals. Okay. Oh, this one should be the answer, by the way, because I know it by instinct. Not instinct, because I calculated mental method already, which you will be able to do when you grow up. Plus 5. Bingo, I got at -16. Right? So that's possibly that's the answer. Because right now I'm not going to do it due to time, but you might want to check this one as well, because instead of y, you're going to put 47 and -4, because one of this option will give you answer as well if you plug this number in, possibly. Okay, Now, let's do this question. According to the question, it said which equation in standard form has a graph that passes through this point and a slope of 9/2, right? So one thing that you have to know, it has slope of 9/2, and with this one. So let's do this one. You have this one is x1, y1, right? And you remember the formula, or you can use it from the formula chart. So we don't have to calculate slope because it is given to us already. So we just plug this number in. Y minus 2 equals slope, it says 9/2, x minus -4. Yep, two negatives become positive, like that. So if you distribute, 9/2 times x is what? 9/2x. 9/2 times 4 is what? Plus 18. If you do plus 2 both sides, you will get y equals 9/2x plus 20. So y-intercept should be equal to 20. That's gonna be big number. So most likely answer is gonna be F, G, H, not J, because I don't think you will ever get 20 here. So which one of these option is gonna be exactly same? Simple. You might wanna solve for y for every single one of them. Let me start from the H here, okay? So let me write this one down here. 9x minus 2y equals -40. Minus 9x. I told you this one is very important. That, oh, it's not gonna, and then divide by -2. Y equals negative divided by negative become positive, 9/2x. -20 divided by -2 is plus 20. Oh, bingo. So you have to do it for every single one of this one and see which one matches. That's a traditional method, okay? Now, of course, I will teach you cheating method as well, okay? Let's say you don't want to do this. You just want to use, you just want to check simple answers. So this is what you can do. Same thing. This one is a x, this one is a y, right? So let me use this number. So 9x minus 2y equals 26. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of x, I'm going to put -4 minus 2. Instead of y, I'm gonna put 2. I got these numbers from here, okay? And if you put this one into decimals, you should get equal to 26. So let's put this one into decimals. Oops. So 9, you don't have to put equal. -4 minus 2, 2. -40. So G is not an answer. So I write down the second one here. 9x minus 2y equals -40. Instead of x, I'm gonna put -4 minus 2. Instead of y, I'm gonna put 2. Should be equal to -40, which I already did here, right? Because apparently these are same thing here, and I got -40. Check. So that's how you find answer, okay? Like that. All right. What about table? What can we do? So it's simple. We are gonna find equations from the table. Traditional method is pretty the same, just like these questions here. Traditional method like x1, y1, x2, y2, and find slope, and then find equation like 15 minus 21 over 3 minus 1 is gonna be what? -6 over 2, which is -3. So your slope is -3, so answer is going to be the F or H. And then you gotta use slope, this one, and then find everything, right? Like y minus, let's say x1 is what? No, y1 is what? 21 equals -3. X minus x1 is what? 1. right? So if you do it, negative 3x plus 3, and if you do plus 21 both sides, you will get negative 3x. What I did is this, x plus 24. So that. Or cheating method, you get it in, already, right? I'll pause the video if I erase it too much because I did not want to spend too much time for you. That's why I'm doing it fast. Cheating method, again, you know this f of n, this one is considered as y, so I'm going to put 21 here, equals negative 3. Instead of n, I'm going to put this and see if it is true or not. So put this part, one that I highlighted here, into decimals and see if it gives you 21. That's how you do. Same thing for this question. And question number 7 is setting up the equation. So let's read it together. At a restaurant, jars of tomato sauce are stored in boxes in the pantry. Each box contains 8 jars of tomato sauce. So each one has 8 tomato sauce. So it's going to be 8x. And cook uses what? 2 jars from one box. So how many used? We don't know how many boxes there, but each box is x. It has 8 jars, but cook used 2, which means he took away 2. Which function relationship represents this? So y equals 8x minus 2. It's simple. It should have 8, it should have minus 2, so it's simple. Same thing here, restaurant, blah, blah, blah. It says what? The shelf of the glacier had thickness of approximately 450 meters. It has 450 meters. But it does not say x because it did not say per or each or anything like that. The thickness of the ice shelf is decreasing at average rate of this per day. Do you see this per? That means there's an x. So 0.06x. Decreasing, so it's minus. From what? Plus from 450. So you should have this one, or best way is 450 minus 0.06x, which you switch it. A. Right, this question. It's very simple. What? You can find 2 points. What? 7, 2 and what? 0, negative 3. Find slope, find equation using the formulas that we used here, like here, and then solve for x. That's one way you can do. Let's say you do not want to do it. There's another way for graphing. Graphing is so much easier. What's the slope here? Alright, that's the x-intercept, right? 4, 0. That's the y-intercept, 0, negative 3, approximately. So what you're going to do is you are going to solve for y for each one of this one and put this one into decimals and see which one matches with this graph. How do I know if it's the same graph? Look at x-intercept and y-intercept. So here, y plus 2 equals 7 over 5, x plus 7. The good news is you do not have to just solve everything here. Just you can leave it like that. X plus 7 minus 2. So you can just put this one into the graph. So here, y equals 7 over 5, x plus 7. Oh, whoa, what am I doing? X plus 7 minus 2. So is it the same graph? No, because x-intercept and y-intercept is totally different. So it's not A. X. And let me do the second one. What? Y minus 2 equals 7 over 5, x minus 7. So this one, only thing that I have to do is plus 2 both sides, right? And everything is 7, same. So this plus, I gotta change it to minus. This one, I gotta change it to plus 2. Oh, looks pretty similar, but no, it's negative 7.8. But y-intercept is what? 0, negative 3. So it looks similar, but it's not quite same. We're gonna do more, but if you do it like this, your answer is gonna be C for sure. I mean, I know it because if you use mental math, that's gonna work. But other than that, that should be fine. Question number 9. So you can do the exactly same thing for this question. Now, here, you're gonna graph this one using this one and find 0. What's the 0 of x? So what's another name of 0? Solution, root, x-intercept. So what graph? They give me this point, x1, y1, and they give me the slope. So what? Y minus y1 equals slope, x minus x1. Solve for it. Y minus negative 9 equals negative 3, x minus 1. Negative times negative become positive, so what? Y plus 9 equals negative 3x plus 3 minus 9 both sides. Y equals negative 3x minus 6. So put this one into the graph. Y equals negative 3x minus 6, and find x-intercept, which is negative 2. That's a 0. Okay, it's easy like this. Same thing here, using these 2 points, find slope and find equation. So here you can check slope first and see if it's true or not. So it says x-intercept should be 7, x-intercept of the graph is negative 7 again. So most likely your answer is going to be the C or D, right? One of these two is going to be true. So keep that in mind. Oh, you don't even have to graph. Negative 7, 0. What is it? That's the x-intercept, because something, 0. That's x-intercept. So it should be D. That's 16 and 18. Like these last 2 questions should not be a problem because it's simply solving for x. Right? So it's what? Negative 12y equals negative 5x plus 24. Question is asking for the slope. So let's find slope. Divided by negative 12, every single one of this one. So y equals negative divided by negative become positive. And I cannot simplify it. This one will become minus 2. But only thing that we need is this as a slope, right? Which is J. So try this one. Okay. I went over this one a bit fast because I did not want to make like 40 minutes video. But I hope this one helped. And if you have any question, just let me know. See you guys. Oh, by the way, when you write this one down, you don't have to write every single multiple choice questions. Just write down these basic points like this one and show me the work, okay?